Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about items that I don't buy from Hermès and why. And yeah, let's get into the video. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Marlene and I do videos and vlogs about luxury fashion, handbags and shoes. So if that's something you like, please consider subscribing to my channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. So as I said, I'm going to talk about items that I don't buy from Hermès and why. And if you have followed me for a while, you know that Hermès is my favorite brand, so there isn't a lot of things that I don't buy from Hermès, but there are some things that I'm avoiding. So in this video, I'm going to explain and tell you guys which items I don't buy from them. So the first one is something that I don't like because of the way it looks, but also because it is way too popular. And when things is too popular, I find it to be a little bit tacky, especially when it comes to this specific thing, because I feel that this is the first thing people are buying from Hermès, if not their first and last purchase from Hermès, because they only want something from Hermès. And the thing that I don't like is the Hermès click-clack bracelets. And the reason for that is because I, first of all, don't like bracelets, and second, I think the design could have been better. And also it's custom jewelry, so it won't last forever. But for me, I feel that it is way too popular. And also I'm not that big bangle girl that wears bangles on my wrist. Therefore, I prefer small bracelets over big ones. And I also think they are much more elegant when they are smaller. And also, as I did mention, is the design. I think the design is a little bit weird. If you ask me, I don't like the enamel part of the bracelet. I think they would have looked way better if they only were in all metal and not enamel and metal. But that's my opinion, and I also think it is a big difference between the click-clack bracelet in black compared to the one in, for example, red and yellow and very colorful. I think they are way too much in colorful colors. If I would have gotten a click-clack bracelet, I think I would have gotten it in black, but it isn't something that I would see myself buying ever, because I don't like the style. And while we are talking about fashion jewelry, I would also like to mention that I don't, for example, buy necklaces and other fashion jewelry pieces from Hermès. The only two exceptions that I have is the Olymp ear cuff and also the H-pop earrings. But other than that, I don't like any fashion jewelry from Hermès, and especially those long necklaces with leather parts, and I think it is wood on some necklaces. I don't like them at all. That was custom jewelry. And moving on to another category that I don't buy from Hermès is silk. And before you say something, I have one silk scarf from Hermès, but I don't plan to buy that much more because I'm not a silk kind of person. I like other scarves. I really like the cashmere scarves from Hermès, but when it comes to silk, I think it is way too elegant for me. Maybe when I am a little bit older, I think it will suit my style more, but for now, I think silk scarves doesn't belong to my style. However, I can imagine some outfits that would have looked good with silk scarves, but also something that I am a little bit afraid of is that I would look like a flight attendant or work at Hermès, because they are often wearing scarves, and I feel that silk isn't my vibe. I often wear blazers, and I think a silk scarf with blazer looks a little bit too much in my mind, but I can understand that some people are liking it, and I also think the silk scarves are amazing. They are so gorgeous, and also the art behind every silk scarf is amazing, but it isn't something that I would wear, and therefore I would not buy silk scarves from Hermès and any other brand. So it's not just something that I wouldn't buy from Hermès, but it is something that I wouldn't buy from any other brand. And I also have thought about getting the silk scarf display that you can have it on your wall, but I have thought about it and I don't know if that's something that would fit into my apartment and my style, so it's currently a no from me. But I think when I'm older I would love to buy silk scarves from Hermès. And moving on to another thing that I don't like from Hermès is some shoes, and the specific shoes that I don't like that much is the bouncing sneakers. I think they are a little bit too much because they often come in very colorful colorways, and I haven't found something that's neutral. And I also have tried them on, and I think they are way too pointy for my foot. But I also have some other shoes that I don't want to buy from Hermès, mostly because they look a little bit weird. Like, for example, the sandals that has the bouncing sneaker sole. I don't know what they are called, but I don't like them at all. Even though I can imagine that they are very comfortable walking in when you are shopping and it is summer, but I think they are a little bit too weird for my style. And yeah. And the next category is something that I have been very divided about, and it is charms, specifically to use on the bags. I don't like it at all, and that's because I think the bags look way better without any charms. I really like how they look when they are just clean. And that's also a reason why I don't use twillies that often on my bags. But at some point I really considered buying a all black rodeo or a Pegasus with croc wings in black, but I'm so glad I didn't, because it isn't something that I would wear, it isn't something that I would use on my bags, and it would have just been laying in the closet. I don't know what else I would use it for, but it isn't something that I like, so therefore I would not buy this specific category from Hermès. And also I have tried to look at many different charms, the little orange sandal charm, a skateboard charm, but nothing was completely my style. I think the closest one was the rodeo in all black, but at the end I wouldn't use it, so I didn't buy it. And now I have realized for myself that I cannot buy it because it isn't something that I would use. And the next thing is Constance belt, and the reason for that is because I don't like the Constance buckle that much. I have seen a few people styling it very well, but I think it is way better buckles out there than the Constance buckle. And also this is something that I kind of don't like because it is way too popular. And just like with the click clack bracelet, I feel that the Constance belt is the man version of that because it is popular and many get it as a gift. And if they want a belt from Hermès, I feel that the Constance belt is the only belt that people want. Also, another thing that I have talked about earlier on my channels is the Lindy bag, and the reason why I wouldn't buy the Lindy bag is because I feel it is way too weird looking because of the two handles, but it closes on this side and not on that side, and I don't know, I feel that it is very weird and it isn't something that I would like to buy, and it isn't something that I would like to use, and also because I don't completely understand the bag. And while we are talking about weird items, there are some items that I wouldn't buy from Hermès that are very weird. For example, with a winky face or some dots or a pattern or anything. I wouldn't buy any SLGs or anything that has those kind of things on it. I have mostly seen SLGs in that category and I don't like it. I feel that it isn't my style. And also, if you know me, you know that I have a very minimalistic style. I don't like way too much colors. I don't like patterns or anything like that. I like more clean and simple things, and therefore I feel that these kind of SLGs wouldn't be used, and I don't like them at all. And yeah, I think that was the things that I'm not buying from Hermès. There isn't a lot of things that I wouldn't buy from Hermès because it is one of my favorite brands and there are so many things that I love. Not only the bags, I love their perfumes. I also really like the majority of the shoes, and also the fine jewelry is very pretty. And also when it comes to clothes, in my local boutique now they only have 2 racks, one for men and one for women, so it isn't the biggest selection. But however, when it comes to other things at my local boutique than ready to wear, they have so many good things and rare pieces, and it is very surprising because it is a very small store, but they managed to get many different and beautiful things, so I'm very grateful for that. And I'm still going to shop at my local boutique. I'm not going to change the main boutique that I shop at, but when it comes to different pieces that I cannot get in Oslo, I would buy them in Paris because it is much more easier and they have a little bit more stock. But when it comes to pieces that I know they have in Oslo, I would prefer to buy it from them and not from Paris. So that was the things that I'm not buying from Hermès and why. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and also let me know in the comments which things from Hermès are you not buying. I'm very curious to hear that as well, because I think it is very possible that I have missed some items that I didn't think about that I could have mentioned in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're not done watching me yet, here is another video, and goodbye.